Hi friends, how are you? It is Saturday and I wanted to share some of my thoughts I have been having this season, especially regarding the war that is happening in Ukraine. And I know that some of us are thinking deeply about that and we are touched when we see videos and stories and what's happening there. And happened this week I heard two stories that made me to think and inspired me to share my thoughts here with you. The first story is about a Christian who shared that through a kind of he was saved from probably a helicopter or something that fell nearby his place, and he said, "I am safe," but it fell like far from my place, like one or two streets beyond, and even people might be thinking that he was safe. I was thinking where that rocket or the helicopter that they fell, it fell where? Is another place when other people were living. So this Christian was safe, but another one probably was not. And the second story that I heard this week was about this pastor who shared the picture of his brother who was shot in the car as he was helping other people to leave the city, and a rocket hit the car and he died. So, two stories, right? The first story is praising God that God protected this first person, this Christian, and we don't know the rocket went to another home, but we can say thank you. And the other one, we feel sorry about this rocket, the other rocket that hit the car when another Christian was with other people. So my question was, first is how we can really say that God protected this person there while the other person was not protected, right? So one can give praise to God and the other one could share the grief and sorrow that he was not saved from this one. And we don't know many things what happening. I was reminded from the words of Jesus that when he was asked about the 18 people that a certain tower killed when it fell, is saying, were those guys more sinful than the others? Because we try to understand why some people die in the war and some not. And those who die because it was their timing to die. It was God allowed that, and others who didn't, and miraculously was saved is because God saved them. Angels were particularly protecting them. The question is why the other one not? Why the brother of the pastor was not saved and this other Christian was saved? I don't know. And what I'm here to share with you is that those questions are not easy to answer because we don't know. We can assume what we think, and we might answer in a way that makes us feel better, or our theology, whatever we believe about God and what God does and doesn't, where God is in control, etc., will be pleased. Whatever we believe in, and we feel comfortable saying things that maybe they're not 100% true. There are many questions that we should have and not all the answers. I believe this war made us to think a lot. Who is right here? And I know that no war is good. And we can hear from people who are coming from a certain Christian background that they are supporting one side of the war. And we see a certain group of churches are supporting, let's say, the invasion of Ukraine, and other churches were praying and supporting the other. I was reminded also another story in the Old Testament when Joshua was around the city of Jericho, and God told Joshua and the Israel army to take the city. And the city was a difficult one, with a thick walls around the city to protect it. So a person came to Joshua's tent, And Joshua asked, because he looked like a commander, he looked like a military man. And Joshua asked, are you for us or are you for our enemies? So he understood that this powerful figure could be something that comes from the heavenlies, not a human, because it's just one person. If it is just one person, the answer of this figure was that I am the commander of the armies of the Lord. You do what I say. So in one sense, he was saying, I am not on your side. You should be on my side. And I think through the wars, we have seen time by time clergy, people who are in the front line with the soldiers, either declaring that God is giving them victory, God is with them, and or soldier or priest or pastors who has been blessing the armies or the guns to have the victory over the enemies, who sometimes were other Christian nations or have a tradition in Christianity. So which side God's take during the war? I know that might be folly, but I'll compare that sometimes Christians that I know, they have a team, the soccer team or another like sports team they love, and somehow they involve God with that. They pray that their team could win, and sometimes where their team wins, they say, thank God. It's like God is fighting for their team to win this game. And I'm sure there were other Christians on the other team, wanted their team to win. And what's about that? Was God involved on winning or losing? It's not easy to answer every of those questions. So what I'm bringing in this monologue to you, friends, is not to be quick to come with conclusions about things that we don't understand. We may say, I say that the war is wrong. I believe that killing people is wrong. I believe that ordering people to kill others is wrong. I believe that it's right to protect your family, to protect your neighborhood. There are many things that I believe that we should do. We should pray for us that we love to pray. But there are other things that we don't know what's happening in the heavenlies. We don't know what's happening upstairs. So talking in the name of God for things that we don't understand is not our place to do that. So yeah, let's think about that. And let me know what you think. Give me a comment, write something below, and say that I'm thinking about this. And I'm very open to hear your perspective on that. Okay? And I wish tomorrow, that will be Sunday, to be a day of reflection. And may God bless you all. Bye for now.